Jai Gurudev. Let us start with the Guru Vandanam. Akhandamandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam tatpadam darsitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimmirandhasya gnananjanasalakaya chakshurmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev. Today I want to conclude on the Satvic foods. Along with the Satvic foods, I try to just bring the concept of the gunas. One thing I want to mention is about the meditation, because meditation, a good meditation where you are transcending, will help in raising the sattva and reducing or eliminating the tamas. In the West, many people speak about meditation as just stress relief, improving mental fog, improving clarity, etc. But we know adhyatmically that meditation has much greater implications for the seekers for enlightenment. A good meditation is to transcend the thoughts and then go beyond the bhavas or these vrittis of the mind, that is bhavatita, and experience the pure consciousness of the self. As we all know, the absolute is infinite and the relative is infinite. The absolute, that is unchanging, is infinite, and the relative, which is always changing and which we call the prakriti, is also infinite. So while transcending, one goes from the gross to the finer and finer fields of this relative consciousness, and one experiences the finer and finer fields of this relative consciousness, and these take a wide range of experiences as you move from the grosser to the subtler to the subtlest. And the self is beyond all experience. So in the relative field, in the subtler states and the subtlest states, one can experience the other worlds, the gods, the living gods that you love, and the finer aspects of the creation. As I said, the experiences are infinite since the relative is infinite. So there is no need to compare or think, this experience is better than the other, because all experiences are in the passing and changing. It just indicates that you are doing a good meditation, you are transcending, and it is all good progress. That's all. If you just stick to that, then your ego won't rise, and you just remain innocent and let all the experiences come as they need to come. Meditation also purifies the mind and also the nervous system, because when the thoughts become less and when the mental fatigue is released, mental fatigue and all the expressions of the mind, negative expressions of the mind like depression, anxiety, fear, all these many other things are known as mental ama. Ama means toxins that are created in the body and mind. So in general, we all know about the toxins which are gross, and these are excreted as fecal matter, as urine, as phlegm, sweat, wax in the ears, tears in the eyes, nails, so on and so forth. But then there is the mental ama, which which has to be eliminated, and we don't know how to do it. And this is where the meditation plays a very big role, getting rid of this mental armor on a day-to-day basis. So that is why the meditation is recommended morning and evening. In the morning you meditate and you start the day fresh, and then you are working very busy. You have accumulated a lot of the mental armor along with the physical armor, and then this mental armor needs to be eliminated at the end of the day so that you feel fresh again, and you feel happy and peaceful and progressing, which is very important for a good seeker for enlightenment. Then meditation also makes the brain more conscious. That means the sleeping areas of the brain, or the non-functional aspects of the brain, the mechanical parts of the brain are awakened. Normally only 1% to 2% or at the most 10% of the brain is used. All of the brain is really not utilized. So by meditating regularly, more and more of the brain becomes conscious, and more of the brain is available. And this is very important for everyone, for all the children and all, but especially for a seeker of enlightenment. The brain becoming more conscious means that you will be able to grasp so much of the knowledge and the truths in a better way. Knowledge is structured in consciousness. As the consciousness keeps changing, then the knowledge becomes more clear. There is more clarity and more depth in the understanding. Then the other important thing is that when you meditate, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system become more balanced. Together we call them the autonomic nervous system, and this autonomic nervous system actually controls and regulates all of the functions of all the organs and systems. So they seem to be opposing, like for example, if one contracts, the other relaxes. If one increases the heart rate or the breathing, then one decreases the heart rate or the breathing. If one increases the temperature, the other will decrease the temperature, so on and so forth. So all these functions are regulated, and the balance is very important. When the imbalance comes and when there is not the harmony in this autonomic nervous system, then one becomes more active, and all the imbalances and all the diseases will result from that. For a seeker of enlightenment, ultimately, as Patanjali Yoga Sutras state, it is the cessation of the mind that ultimately gives the samadhi. And for this meditation, dhyana, we have the dharana and then the dhyana and samadhi. This is how they are described. And so without the dhyana, to having the samadhi becomes very difficult. Ultimately, the transcendence and then the cessation of the mind can come with many other things. It can come with just listening to stotras, or being in darshan in front of the God, or being involved in bhajan. So many things can bring this transcendence, but these are not everyday things that one can practice, but at least meditation one can do in a very easy way, in your own home or in your own office or anywhere, morning and evening, and it should be practiced. There should be more importance given to meditation and experiencing the higher states of consciousness, because all the knowledge will be different then. All the truths will be revealed in a very different way. So, I personally feel one should not waste so much of time reading and reading this and that, and not paying attention to the source and to the root of the consciousness. There are two very important books I have brought out. One is Super Healthy Kids. This is a very good book. You have to search under my name, Dr. Kumuda Reddy, then you will find it. And it gives a lot of information on Ayurveda, very helpful for the parents and for the grandparents. You can get it on Amazon. And the other is Ramayana. Ramayana, I have brought it to the present age along with Linda Agnes. We both did the work on it together, and so it is available again on Amazon. You go under Ramayana and put Kumuda Reddy and Linda Agnes, or just put Kumuda Reddy, and then somehow it will come. I think these should be read by you, and please gift them to your children and grandchildren. And I try to bring out the consciousness aspect in Ramayana as much as possible, because this is the future. Then this is what the young generation will want. I'll stop here now and continue with the Satvic Foods right after this, because otherwise you may not want to listen to something which is long. Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev. Enjoy your day.